With my first book, Maps of Meaning, I think I rewrote every sentence at least 50 times. And that's literally the truth. And so it wasn't quite that intense with 12 rules, but it would have been a dozen times at least, or maybe more than that. And multiple people also editing and commenting to make sure that, that everything was set out properly. 40 years ago, when you were writing by hand or typing, if you made a mistake in a sentence, you had to retype the whole damn page. It was really annoying. Now, if you write a bad sentence, you can rewrite it 10 times, and the cost of that is virtually zero. And so what it means is you can continually edit and improve what you think, and you can make that more elegant and more powerful. Write a really bad draft as fast as you can. Then you've got something, and then you can do the editing. The other thing I do too is I read all the sentences aloud. Because if a sentence, that helps with the poetic element of it. If a sentence is crafted optimally, not only does it say what you want it to say, but when you read it, it has a rhythm. And that actually turned out to be very helpful. People with frontal temporal dementia get more creative as their dementia progresses. Right? It doesn't make any sense at all. You think, well, as your brain deteriorates, you get more creative. How can that possibly be the case? And the answer is that the editor, the part of the brain that does the editing, the inhibition, deteriorates first and leaves the part that can do the creation outside of that critical realm. And so people can experience bursts of creativity that they never had before in their life. It's still a degenerating game across time. But it's fascinating that can be the case. And so you want to attend to every word and make sure that each word is exactly the right word for that position in the sentence. And then you want to make sure that your words fit together properly in phrases, proper phrases, and that the phrases are strung together properly within each sentence. And then you want to make sure that each sentence has its proper place in the paragraph. And then you want to make sure that each paragraph is sequenced appropriately within the context of all the other paragraphs. And then finally, you want to make sure that the collection of paragraphs that makes up the section, or perhaps the chapter, tells a coherent story. People often think, well, I have a novel I'd like to write. One day I'll have enough time, and I'll sit down and do it. It's like, that will never happen. That will never, ever happen. You will never have enough time to write your novel, because your time isn't your own. Your time is distributed among other people. If you want to write, then you take a little time every day and do it. And if you write a page a day, that's 400 pages a year. Right? That's a whole novel in a year.